Day 169 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again, day 169, and we're still going strong, y'all. You already know we're all about staying disciplined and staying consistent until we accomplish our goals, and we're nowhere near done yet. We're going to keep going, and we're not stopping anytime soon, y'all, so get ready, y'all. Before we get started today, though, don't forget, bring a mouse. Bring a mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me, y'all. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, y'all. Then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we can run up this engagement and we can push this content out to a broader audience, y'all. As Swift community members, it's up to us to help the Swift community to grow, and one way we could do that is to push this content out with as many people as we could find that will watch it, y'all. As y'all know what they say, Swift is the new Python, y'all. So let's get more people interested in learning about Swift. Now, with all that being said, y'all, let's get into the question. And today we have question number 859, buddy strings. The difficulty level is easy, buddy. So you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well, buddy. Because if you don't understand the solution at the end of this video, then you probably didn't learn anything. And that is not what we want, y'all. That is not what we want at all. So let's see what the question says, buddy. The question says, given 2 strings S and goal, return true if you can swap 2 letters in S so the result is equal to goal. Otherwise, return false. Swapping letters is defined as taking 2 indices I and J in a 0 index such that I does not equal J and swapping the characters at SI and SJ. For example, swapping at indices 0 and 2 in ABCD results in CBAD. So let's break that down and let's see what they're talking about, right? So we want to see, right, if we could swap 2 letters in S so that the result is equal to goal. So we have example 1, we have input S equals a string AB, goal equals a string BA. We want to check to see if we could swap these 2 letters and create these 2 letters, right? Or these letters in goal, which we can, which is why the output is true. We could swap index 0, which is A, and we could swap index 1, which is B, to get us BA, which is equal to goal. So what that is saying, y'all, is if we swap these 2 letters right here, they'll equal goal. That's all it's saying, y'all. Not too hard to understand, really, once you look at the example. And yeah, that's why the output is true, because we can swap these 2 letters and it will equal goal. So let's look at example 2, where the output is false, and see what that looks like. So in example 2, we have S equals AB, goal equals AB. The output is false because if we swap these 2 letters, it'll be BA. It won't be AB. If it's AB, that means we didn't swap anything because it started at AB, and we want to swap. So this lets us know that we didn't swap anything, so the output is false. But let's look at the explanation anyway. It says the only letters you can swap are index 0, S index 0, which is A, and S index 1, which is B, which results in BA, which does not equal goal. So if we only have 2 letters to swap, right? We could swap them. Boom, we swap them now. We got BA. BA does not equal AB, so the output is false. Let's look at example 3, because they try to throw a little tricky question in there, a little trick question where S is the same as goal, but they have the same letters. So what does that mean? Let's get to it and see. So input S equals a string AA. Goal also equals a string AA. This time the output is true. Even though this is the same as this, they have 2 A's, right? So if we swap A and A, it's going to look the same as A and A. You know what I'm saying? If we don't swap anything, it'll still be AA, which is AA. However, if we do swap AA, we're just going to take this A and move it before this A. So that's a swap, and that will still equal AA. So let's look at the explanation. Just because it says you could swap S at index 0, which is A, and S index 1, which is A, to get AA, which is equal to goal. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple, y'all. We swap it. Even if we swap it, since it's the same letters, it's still going to be equal to goal. So now that we understand the question, let's get into that fun part, that part we all love, the part that all keeps us going in the morning, keeps us excited to wake up in the morning, the actual code. And the first thing we are going to do is we're just going to say if s.count is greater than 1, comma, s.count, does not equal goal.count, then we could stop right there and we could just return false because we already know we're not going to be able to swap anything. Then we're going to come down here and we are going to say if S is equal to goal, boom. What we are going to do is we are going to say, how do I want to do this? We're going to say return set S dot count. So what this is, I'll tell y'all after. So exclamation point, we're gonna say return set of S dot count does not equal S dot count. So what this is going to do is going to turn S into a set. Now a set does not contain any duplicate numbers or letters or elements, right? So this is gonna have one of each element or one of each element in S, and we're going to turn it into a set. S.count is going to have S.count is going to have duplicates or may have duplicates, right? So if the set.count, meaning it has no duplicates, does not equal S.count, this right here is going to return a Boolean, so we're just going to return false. But if the set.count does equal S.count, then it's going to return true, and because it lets us know that we could do some swapping there. You know what I'm saying? So we could just swap the duplicates. If set.count, there will be no duplicates. So that's how we know if it is true. If set.count equals S.count, then we know there are no duplicates and we could swap some letters. If it doesn't equal, then we're going to return false. Now, let's keep going. We're going to say declare a variable R S equals, we're going to turn that into an array of S. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to say var goal equals an array. We're going to turn goal into an array because that's going to allow us to swap the letters and swap the indices that we need to swap. Then we're going to say var swap letter equals a blank string. Then we're going to come underneath that. We're going to say var index equals 0 because we're just going to start at index 0. Then we're going to say for I in 0 up to rs.count. Open up the brackets. We're going to say if rs of I does not equal r goal, open up the square brackets of I. What we are going to do, we're going to come outside that, we're going to open up the brackets, and we are going to say if swap letter dot is empty, open up the brackets, we're going to say swap letter equals string R S of I. Because remember, we have to convert it back to a string because right here it's an array. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say index equals I. Whichever index I is at, that's the index we're looking at now. Let me see, index. Then we're going to come down here, we're going to say else, and we are going to say rs, open up the square brackets, index equals rs square brackets I. We're going to come underneath that. We're going to say rs square brackets I equals character. This time we're turning it into a character, and we're going to say swap letter. Boom. Then we're going to come underneath that, and we're going to say return rs equals our goal. And after that, we're just going to come down here outside of the for loop, and we're just going to say return false. So let's run it, see how it runs, make sure it runs how it's supposed to. Ooh, look at that. Let's see what it says. Oh, we got a whole bunch of typos. So let's start from top. It says non-void function should return a value in solution swift. So start. We're gonna start up here and we're just gonna figure it out, right? So go, let's see what it says. If s.count is greater than 1, comma, s.count does not equal goal.count. Oh, this should say return false. Y'all shouldn't just say return, sorry. Should return false. See what the next one says. It says cannot find our goal in scope. So what did I, oh, excuse me, this should be our goal, not just goal. Let's see what else it says. What else it says? Cannot find swap letter. Dang, y'all, I had a whole bunch of typos in this. My bad. Cannot find our goal. Should be good now that we just created that. So let's run it again. See how it runs this time. And there it is, y'all. It's accepted. And that is a good example of why you should not rush through your code. You should pay attention to the code that you're writing, because these bugs can really get in the way and they can really slow you down. So it's better to do it right the first time so you don't have to do it again. So let's submit it. Let's submit it. Ooh, look at that. 3 milliseconds beats 97%, 97.87% of users with Swift, y'all. It's not 100%, but it's still pretty fast, y'all. It's still riding past most of the brokies on the highway in the Bugatti, y'all. Maybe not all the brokies, but most of them. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all learned something today. And get one more look at the code before we leave. Get one more look at it. It's a nice little bit of code today, a nice chunk of code. Look at this nice chunk of code we have. Learn it, read it, learn it, love it, y'all. And I hope to see y'all tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.